This is gonna completely change the way you think about weed. If you smoke weed right now, you have to understand what I'm about to explain to you in this video. Because I used to be a huge weed fanatic, a huge weed enthusiast for close to 10 years, in which I smoked weed every single day. And eventually I came to the point that I thought by myself, this is not working, I should quit smoking weed. And it was with trial and error, but eventually I was able to quit smoking weed and to finally actually go after the things I want in life, to become an athlete, to get myself into combat sports, to get myself into fitness, being able to run my first marathon recently, and to move outside of my home country of the Netherlands to now live in the beautiful Medellin, Colombia. And this was all by understanding the concept I'm about to share with you. Because when I was a little kid, I used to be a really extroverted, super happy, enthusiastic kid. And what I found out is, once the time went by and I smoked more and more weed more frequently, Thank you. I found out that I became more inside my own head. I became more introverted. I became more insecure, more worried about what other people think of me, about the way people would perceive me, about the way I was handling myself, the way I was walking the street, literally how I was moving my body, and I was just drowning in my own thoughts, which made me become a consumer actually instead of a creator. I used to be in drama classes as a little kid. I even played a band for some time. In the first year of college, I was in a band singing and playing the drums, I think. When I was in primary school, I used to sing on some events. Actually, once I sang Eye of the Tiger with a friend of mine. I think it was when I was something like 8 years old. But when I started smoking weed so much, I completely imploded socially. And I was at a certain point literally just consuming drugs, weed, alcohol, content, unlimited entertainment, movies, music. And I was just doing fuck all with my life. I was not doing anything myself. I only was taking stuff in and making no output, no input, no output, only putting stuff in myself, in my head, in my lungs, in my liver, but there was no output. I didn't create anything. And that's what I want you to understand. Weed makes you more of a consumer. You consume the weed, you consume everything, the bad food, the bad drinks, the alcohol, the entertainment, the music. And still, you don't create anything, but still it gives you a feeling of accomplishment. Once you do jack shit all day, and you're just smoking weed on the couch, by the end of the day you will think, oh, I had a good day, I enjoyed myself, I watched a movie, maybe you was with some friends, you were smoking weed, oh, you had a good time, it was a good day. While in fact, you did fuck all with your life. You literally just wasted another day. And once you understand this, what I'm about to explain to you, it will completely change the way you think about weed. Because I came to the realization that at a certain point, I've been in the same job for 3 years, working the same hours, hanging out with the same people, smoking the same weed, going to the same events, going to the football matches of my local football team every week, just living the same life for 3 years without making any progression. And this was all because I was only consuming stuff instead of creating stuff of my own. And once I came to the realization that all successful people are actually creators, whether it's people in sport, athletes who are putting years of effort into creating their skill to perform on the highest level, whether it's musicians writing music all day, but even successful people in business, for example, are all creators. For example, in sales, you create a skill which generates value where you get paid for, or you create a skill by studying so much that you can create a certain product which people are willing to pay a lot of money for. And literally everything around you from this pen up until this bottle of water, the house I'm sitting in right now, the glass doors behind me, everything was created by people, and everything was once a thought in someone's head. Literally, someone created out of thin air all the products we're using today. And this is what you want to do. If you actually want to become successful, you need to become a creator. And that's what I hope you understand by this video, that weed is not going to help you become creative. You may think, oh, it gives me some inspiration. Excuse me. For example, I know a lot of artists, rappers smoke weed, and they would say, well, it's easier for me to write texts and lyrics when I'm smoking weed. And this is just fucking BS. This is just BS. I believe anybody can be creative, and I would say that I wasn't really creative once I was smoking weed so much and consuming so much information, content and entertainment. While right now, being sober for almost 2 years of literally weed and alcohol, I actually became creative. I moved outside my home country, I got to Colombia, I've been connecting with so many people. I've started this channel to help other people do the same thing. I have this huge vision on where to take this and what more to offer people to help actually achieve the same thing. And I have this huge vision for my own life. I created this life I'm living right now. I've written this down 2 years ago. Once I just quit smoking weed, I said I'm going to become an athlete. I'm going to move to another country. I'm going to learn to speak Spanish. And that's actually what I'm doing right now. And right now I'm thinking about the next 2 years, the next 5, the next 10 years, about what I want to achieve. And I can tell you one thing for sure. Smoking weed has no place in this life. It's not going to help you in any way to achieve the things you always wanted as a little kid. And therefore, I would highly recommend you to quit smoking weed, to start creating stuff of your own, and to actually go after the dreams you always had for yourself. Thank you for watching once again. Make sure you let me know what you think about the video by giving me a thumbs up, leaving me a comment, and of course get yourself a subscription on the channel. This way we will see each other in tomorrow's next video. Cheers.